Hello and welcome to another episode of Taylor Talks Comics. Today I'm going to do an unboxing video. I ordered a box of comics from Copacetic Comics. Okay, so Copacetic Comics is a comic shop in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. And some guys on the Cartoonist Kayfabe Facebook group, I was asking where you can what are some cool comic shops where you can order like small press, independent comics, mini comics, that kind of stuff online. And Copacetic was the one that everyone just about unanimously said was one of the best. So I went on the website and I ordered a bunch of stuff, and some stuff I'm not super familiar with. It was just like cheap and kind of looked cool, so I threw it in there. So this unboxing is going to be kind of an overview of the stuff where I learn about it just as well as you do. So yeah, don't expect like some deep, passionate review of everything I pull out of here, but I can at least maybe make the case for why I ordered it in the first place. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. Box is completely full of awesome comics, and we'll take a look at it. So yeah, Copacetic Comics, I'll leave a link down below of their, is this just packing? Okay, I didn't know if this is some sort of really cool fold out mini comic. I'll leave a link below of where you can order the stuff yourself if you'd like. So, and then you can take a look at their website. It's very expansive, the website is. So, first, oh, this is like an art print. Oh, this is cool. They think they just threw this, and sometimes I hear they throw stuff in there, so some of the stuff I might not have even ordered. But this is a Copacetic Comics art print, and the cool thing is it's by E.S. Glenn, which I recognize from the Fantagraphics Now anthologies. So that's really cool that they threw that in there. So the first surprise gift there. I don't know how I want to approach this situation here. They give me a business card. Oh, sweet. Okay. So here's a business card where you can see the information. The Copacetic Comics Company. Image, text, sound, vision, art, literature. And there's their address and the website. And they're, like I said, they're from the Pittsburgh area. And there's my order sheet. And I'm hoping to be able to go visit them one day. I will, I'm currently deep into school with Penn State University, so maybe when I graduate I'll be able to go check them out. Alright, here's the first thing. This is the Los Angeles Times, and the cover drawing is by Jaime Hernandez, and here's some of the people involved here. And this is all on newsprint, as you can see. Just try to go there. So this is something you'll see a lot in small press because it's like cheaper to print on newsprint kind of thing. So it's a Johnny Ryan image in the front there. I'm just going to flip through here and take a look at some of the stuff. So this is really cool. I'm not sure the history behind this or not, but the creators being involved. This looks like a Johnny Ryan comic right here, which I can't pause too long on the images because he has a lot of mature content, I will say. But having a Jaime Hernandez cover, and I am a fan of Johnny Ryan, so those two things are probably why this caught my eye on there. But oh, there's a Simon Hanselman. That's pretty cool. And it's like an anthology, and I love independent anthologies, which you'll see a couple more in here, because it just one of the best ways to learn about new cartoonists that are not getting enough exposure. And that's one of the reasons why I made this channel, is to give those cartoonists exposure. Like I said, if there's anything that I find here that I particularly want to hone in on and make my own separate video, I absolutely will. If you see something on here that you want me to make a video of, then by all means, put it in the comments down below. Like and subscribe while you're at it. But yeah, put it in the comments down below, like, hey, that looked really cool. Can you do a more extensive video on it once you get a chance to read it? And I absolutely will. So this is called Free Money. This is dedicated to Jim and Natalie Rugg. I didn't even notice that when I bought this. I'm a big fan of Jim Rugg. Obviously, I just cited Cartoonist Kayfabe. He's one half of Cartoonist Kayfabe. I wonder what this is then. I mean, obviously Jim Rugg's from the Pennsylvania area, but did he do this, or was it just dedicated to him because he's from Pittsburgh? If you hear rustling in the background, there's a cat going through the box there. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's interesting. But this was free. These Free Money number 1 through 6. It's dated September 2028, which is funny. But these were just free on the website. Copacetic, they have a bunch of mini comics and stuff for like $1, $2, 1 penny, free with an order kind of thing. So I threw a bunch of those in because I was making a big order. So that'll be fun to look at too. That's on newsprint as well. It looks like they gave me 2 pelliculas, which I don't think I ordered 2. Did I? Where's that order sheet? No, I only ordered 1, so they give me an extra one. Okay. And I always often say this, but I've got a stack of extra stuff I'm piling up for a giveaway, and whenever I get to a certain amount of subscribers, I'm going to throw all that in there and give it away. But, so this will probably be thrown in there. But this is Peculia, sorry, I said the name wrong. Peculia, by Richard Sala, who sadly, tragically, passed away in 2020, and I believe it was due to COVID. So that's awful. And I know Fantagraphics has a new Richard Sala book, like the last book he worked on prior to his passing, coming out, I believe, in the spring or early summer. But I came across Richard Sala from the For the Love of Comics YouTube channel, one of my favorite YouTube channels, and he's a big fan of Richard Sala, and I wanted to check it out. And so Richard Sala's artwork, you can see it's very like grim, like it's almost like a cartoony style, but very grim subject matter. Kind of reminds me of like, what's that mangaka's name? Kazuo Omeza? I probably butchered that. The mangaka that makes The Drifting Classroom. Kind of reminds me of like an American version, indie publishing style, Americanized version of that kind of subject matter. But yeah, so that's Peculia. This is going to be my first Richard Sala I've ever read. So I'm looking forward to that. What's this? This is Pix. I believe this was another free one. Oh, Ed Piskor. Another Cartoonist Kayfabe reference. Oh, and this is definitely Ed Piskor. So it's brief chat with him in there, and 2 pages of comics. Yeah, and I believe this is a story. Ed always talks about this on the Cartoonist Kayfabe. He got really sick. I'm not sure if he's divulged what he was sick of, or if I just don't remember. But when he was as a kid, he got really sick and he was hospitalized for a while. And then he had to stay home from school for a long time, and that kind of led to him just constantly drawing. I wonder if that's why I bought this, because I have Piscor's name on it. Which, by the way, Red Room's coming out. At Piscor's horror comic. And I'm definitely adding it to my list of things to buy. And you should too. You can pre-order that on Fantagraphics website. And I believe it's going to be in Diamond soon, so where you can pre-order through your comic shop. But yeah, just another anthology on newsprint. So some more cartoonists I get to look through. Usually when I get like these anthologies like this, I'll look, as I'm reading it, I'll have my phone handy and I'll just start following every cartoonist I see on Instagram. And then I can find more stuff from them. Oh, other stuff by Peter Bagge and Farrell Dalrymple. What should I do first? Let's do the Farrell Dalrymple. So this is my first Farrell Dalrymple. He's a cartoonist I've wanted to explore more of, and this is It Will All Hurt. It's a full-size comic book, a normal comic book issue, but it's small press. It's self-published. Oh, it has an ISBN though, so I don't know. But this is It Will All Hurt. Like I said, Farrell Dalrymple's a cartoonist that I wanted to explore more of. It's on like this cheap kind of newsprint, which I love. I mean, any way that I can get to your cartoonist, your artwork in a cheap form so I can buy more of it, that's fine with me. And so Farrell has this nice like kinetic, gritty kind of style. And I think recently his big release was with First Second Comics. Oh man, The Wrenchies? The Wrenchies, that's what it is. So it's a comic I wanted to read, but this was cheap and it was on the website, so I picked it up to get some Farrell Dalrymple. This is Peter Bagge. So if you've been subscribed to this channel, which if you're not subscribed, please. But you know I love Peter Bagge. I've done the unboxing video for the Hate collection and the Neat Stuff collection. I have other Peter Bagge books that will be showcased on here, and I think I'm like 3 or 4 books away from completing all the Peter Bagge comics that I need. But this has been on my radar, and this was like $7 on the website. It's Peter Bagge's other stuff. So this is just like, I think like just small strips that might have appeared in random anthologies, and then other collaborations. So there's like Gilbert Hernandez is in here, Alice Cooper, Adrian Tomine, Alan Ward, Dan Klaus, Johnny Ryan, Eric Reynolds, Jaime Hernandez, Rick Altergott. So I'm not exactly sure what this collection is, but I'm pretty sure it's just like strips that appeared in different books or anthologies that are kind of compiled together to make it into this bound together trade paperback. So it's gonna be really cool to look through. I love Peter Bagge stuff. And here we go, featuring over 100 pages of previously uncollected Peter Bagge comics and collaborations. So that's the stuff. Peter Bagge's one of my favorite cartoonists, so I had to get that. This is Comet Bus. So this Aaron Comet Bus, I hope I'm saying that right, releases these zines, and this is volume 54. I don't know what volume he's on. He's been doing this forever. And I'm trying to get in, like I said, I'm trying to get into the small press zine mini comic culture. And this is one of the bigger ones, so I wanted to pick up a Comet Bus. And this isn't so much comics as it is more of a, like I said, a zine. So this one's Green Day. Green Day is one of my favorite bands, you know, since I was a kid. So I went ahead and chose this one as my first Comet Bus. But this is an interview being with Green Day. I guess Aaron Comet Bus is friends with the band. So that's all this is. It's just, there's no artwork or anything. It's just all him interviewing Green Day as he's with them. If you're familiar with Comet Bus, let me know. I could not find any information on them. Are they all like this, where they're just like interviews and stuff and articles and columns? Or is there like some artwork and cartooning in some of the zines? Let me know, because I really couldn't find any information out. I saw people talking about having purchased them and holding them in their hand like this, but nobody opened them up. But let me know. Not that I have a problem with that. I just want to know what I'm getting my hands on, and which ones I should hunt down too. If there's a great comic bust that you're familiar with, let me know in the comments. And that goes for anything you see here. If I point out something and you're like, oh, this cartoonist is in there, you have to get more of that. So this is Paul Hornschemeier, and this is a nice hardcover book. Is that Fantagraphics? Yeah, Fantagraphics did this. My favorite publisher ever. And this is uncollected work from 2004 to 2009. This is really cheap for a hardcover, and I've been becoming a fan of Paul Hornschemeier. I hope I'm saying that right. Because he appears a lot in the Mome anthology that Fantagraphics did, which I will be highlighting that anthology on this channel for sure, because I have 21 of the 22 volumes. I'm only missing, I think, volume 19. I need to hunt down. This is cool. It's like a sketchbook and some strips that he did. Uncollected works, like they said. A little bit of biography stuff, it looks like, in there. So that's really cool. This is super cheap on their website, so I picked that up as well. Let's do Dan Clowes. Okay, so Dan Clowes, 2021 is the year that I start collecting all the Dan Clowes books. He is a big hole in my comic book collecting. Right now, I think I only have Patience and Wilson. And I want to find the Hate hardcover box set. I missed out on it, and it's going for like ridiculous prices on eBay now. So if anybody has a good word on where I can find one of those for like cover price, please hit me up in the comments. I want that really bad. But these are some cheap Dan Clowes books that I wanted to add to the collection that I needed. Dan Clowes, I love him because he's just like, he is an underground cartoonist from Chicago. Most all of his work has been published by Fantagraphics or Drawn and Quarterly, and he's just an amazing cartoonist. I love that he has taken like this Steve Ditko influenced cartooning, but put it into the underground comics scene. And yeah, so I want to read more of that. This is Ice Haven. I believe this is done in like comic strips form. That's why it's like a what do you call that? Landscape format. And so is Mr. Wonderful here. So this is Mr. Wonderful. I guess this is from Pantheon Books. So Pantheon, is that like an imprint? This is a Pantheon as well. I wonder if that's an imprint of Drawn and Quarterly, or if that's just something altogether. I know I have some other Pantheon books. Like I think what's the Charles Burns book? Black Hole? I believe that's a Pantheon book. Anyways, let me know. I think that must just be a different publisher. So I was wrong. Fantagraphics, Drawn and Quarterly, and Pantheon. So this is Mr. Wonderful. It's all done in this. Look at that spread. That's just awesome. It's just done in this landscape format as well. So it's a kind of like daily comic strips looking thing, but I believe Mr. Wonderful was, maybe both of these were, because 8-Ball, did I say Hate? I meant 8-Ball. I want the 8-Ball box set. Hate is Peter Bagge. They did do a Hate Ball tour though together. The 8-Ball box set's the one I'm searching for. I have the Hate box set. So if somebody has a word on the 8-Ball box set. But I believe a lot of these took, because 8-Ball was a anthology comic that he did. So a lot of his comic books that are collected appeared first in 8-Ball. Like I know Ghost World did, Death Ray, and Art School Confidential maybe? I don't know. Alright, so here's the last two. So this is, I don't know how to say this. It's S exclamation point. And it's from Kush Comics. So I became familiar with these anthologies from Earl Grey and Panelology on YouTube. He's also one of my favorite YouTubers. But this is from a European group, I think in Germany, I want to say. But they do these Kush comics. And again, this is just exclamation point, which makes it kind of hard to search for these. But if you go on Copacetic's website, you can, there's like a category with just the exclamation point, whatever, and I'll show you all the books they have of this anthology. I think there's like 39 of them, and I think they have volumes 26 through 39 right now. But they also have a website for this group that puts these together. I don't know if I can find it for you, but if you do go on Earl Grey's YouTube channel, Panelology, he did a recent video covering all of these comics, and I know he gives the website in there. I'll try to find it and put it down below. But they sell them from Germany, but free shipping to America, which is incredible. So they have a lot of these on there too. It's just another anthology for me to be able to discover more cartoonists. And it's like mini comic sized, this book is. So I can't wait to look through there. I didn't, they all have the theme too. Like they have like a Brooklyn theme. This one's called Scandal. So it's all these stories are about scandals. And the cartoonists that appear in these anthologies are vast. Like there's like, you won't see a lot of cartoonists appear in multiple ones of these anthologies, maybe like a few of them, but there's quite a variety, which is fun. It's even got a cool spine, so to sit on your shelf and you can see these images from Sample Man. And Sample Man, his conceit as a cartoonist is that he, like you would think of like a DJ that samples records. He samples a lot of old cartoonist work and like does these cool collages. And this is mini comics, the treasury of mini comics. This is by Fantagraphics, and it's mini comic sized. And it's a hardcover though. And this is volume 2. Volume 1, I'm still trying to hunt down too. I love this concept though, that there is a hardcover full of mini comics. Like I said, I'm trying to get into mini comics and stuff too. So I'm hoping to discover a lot of new cartoonists this way. And it's on this glossy paper, which is different than you'd expect in a mini comic. But the thing that caught my eye as to that I even discovered this book was because I believe, I wonder if there's a table of contents here. No, but there is I'm going to find it here. As I flip through, you can check out some art here. The Popeye comic. I know Johnny Ryan isn't here. Oh, I found it. Okay. So Jim Rugg, the aforementioned, did a comic called Rambo 3.5, which is out of print. A mini comic called Rambo 3.5, which is out of print. And it's so funny that this concept it takes place after 9/11. So if you've seen Rambo 3, you know that he kind of fights on the side of the Taliban, or at least on the side of the Afghanistan troops, which is awkward if you watch that right after 9/11, which I, as a kid, for the first time I saw Rambo 3 was after 9/11. I was like, wait a minute, I thought those were the bad guys. So Rambo 3.5 kind of addresses that. So that's Jim Rugg doing a mini comic of Rainbow 3.5. I'd love to get the actual mini comic itself, but it's all contained in here, so that's really cool. But that's the reason why I came across this, and then I was like, oh, there's a hardcover full of all these mini comics. I gotta get my hands on that. So I'm gonna look for volume 1 as well. But you can see the cartoonists that appear in here. Like I said, Johnny Ryan, which I mentioned earlier, Jeffrey Brown, he's a big time mini comic guy, and he also did the Vader and Son books. Then you got Jim Rugg, Tom Neely, I think those are Tom Hart. The other ones I'm not familiar with, so it'll be fun to discover those. But yeah, so this was my first haul from Copacetic Comics. It was packaged nicely, came very quickly, and I'm happy with it. So thank you to Copacetic, and thank you guys for watching. And let me know down below in the comments if you have any recommendations from anything you've seen here that I should review, anything that you see here that I should check out. or anything from the Copacetic website you think I should check out. Let me know all those things down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe by hitting the bell notification so you don't miss any of my other videos that I do. So thanks for watching.